Though I think the scariest thing, you know, in all of it was still, for me, it was the beginning. For me, you know, it's hard because I don't want to ask, you know, my dad for money. But I believed in this vision so much. I had no options, you know. It's like I didn't even have enough stuff to sell, you know. We kind of stepped out in faith and just kind of believed in the vision of providing something for homeschoolers to report their grades online. And fortunately, my dad kind of funded the thing with a second mortgage. None of us would be here if my dad didn't, you know, believe in us too.
But you know, even though that was a really hard season of life, we never felt like we were, you know, we were without. You know what I mean? Like we weren't struggling. We weren't, you know, desolate or anything like that. We had so much even in those times. You know, yeah, it was hard, but God provided every step of the way. The most exciting thing for me is to see where this is all going. I work with the international department and global development, and I work a lot with Homeschool Legal Defense Association and their efforts to extend homeschooling into other parts of the world. To know that what we're doing here, not just in America, but what we're doing here at Home Life Academy is helping these families in Romania, in Brazil, in Colombia, in the Philippines, in all these countries around the world, to experience the joy of teaching your own children and the parental right, you know, to exercise that parental right, that God-given thing in us to raise up our children as they should be taught. You know, to me that's exhilarating because you know God has used Home Life Academy as a vessel in that, and I think that's something that every Christian wants, you know, to be able to be used for God's glory.
My vision is that we never lose the personal, and that's a challenge. You know, you get bigger and bigger, and how do you still maintain that personal touch? And that's where, I mean, there's just amazing people that are working real hard to make sure that's never lost, you know.
You know, it's interesting, you know, when we started in 2003, you know, and David had this vision of what it could be. You know, he wanted a records department that was all virtual, you know, and we would get away from having the filing cabinets and the files and the papers and all of that, where things can get lost in human error and stuff. And, you know, it took us, you know, about 10 years, but that happened, you know. It's hard to really, in our finite minds, really truly vision cast. I mean, we can, but where God is taking us is so out of where we thought we could possibly be. You know, 10 years ago, we couldn't have envisioned this building, or, you know, this property, or, you know, the latest version of the website, or having all the employees we have. You know, we couldn't envision all of that, but God, you know, said, you know, okay, your vision's nice, okay, that's great, but let me show you what I'm really gonna do over here, and it's so much bigger than we could ever imagine. You know, so it's hard to really, you know, I mean, we can dream big. I mean, this man can dream bigger than anybody I've ever met before in my life, but even in his biggest and wildest dreams, we never could have envisioned this, where we are, or where we're going.